The agency in Fortnite is on the verge of collapse, as Shadow in the near future will be storming it to take control from Ghost. This was leaked by showing us new agency banners with the Shadow logo on it. With the mysterious hatches starting to glow around the agency, we've been trying to piece things together to make sense of everything. Who is the dangerous prisoner that an entire prison was built for at the Shark? Now that Chaos Agent is dead, who's in charge of the Shadow organization? And most importantly, who is this secret girl in Midas's office and why is she in Shadow? These are all unsolved mysteries in Fortnite Chapter 2 storyline. Before we begin, I want to take the time to announce the winner of our 100,000 V-Bucks giveaway. Congrats, Blasta! If you didn't win and still want a chance to win free V-Bucks, ADVANCECLUB sponsored this video to let you know that if you click the top link in the description, you'll enter the official Top 5 Gaming ADVANCECLUB giveaway. They upload really awesome videos with Fortnite pros, including my little brother Scope, to help you get better at the game. Check them out and enter the free giveaway by clicking that top link. Midas's secret. Midas's office is finally accessible, and if you head down the elevator, you'll be treated to an array of different Easter eggs and storyline hints. If you take a look at the desk near the Doomsday bunker, you can spot a really interesting photo frame. This is a photo of a mysterious woman who we have never seen before in Fortnite. No skins of her exist, nor has she been referred to anywhere else. If you look at the name of this photo in the game files, she's codenamed The Engineer, so we're just going to use that as her nickname for right now. That leaves the question, who exactly is the Engineer? What we discovered will really surprise you. So our first idea is that the Engineer could be Midas's secret lover who betrayed him and went to join Shadow, hence the logo on her chest, or maybe she's actually his daughter. Although another idea we had is that she was a secret lover who died, and that's why Midas ended up striking that deal with Wrath, the warden of the underworld. Maybe this Doomsday device will help her bring her back to life. However, the idea we thought of which makes the most sense is that she's alive and is hiding in the agency right now. Because the Engineer is actually Midas's partner in crime and is using her engineering skills to actually build the Doomsday device herself. Originally, her photo could be found next to a big wrench, and it just makes sense that someone with her engineering skills is needed by Midas to build the device. Because she works for Shadow, it's proof that Midas is just a lone wolf acting on his own while using Ghost as a cover for his true evil plans. Here's where things get crazy. Speaking of his true evil plans, we have a small clue as to exactly what they might be, because we've seen something no one has ever even considered before. But in order for everything to make sense, we have to dive into our next mystery, which we finally solved, and that's talking about the prisoner. In the most recent Season 2 update, the Shark Mansion POI was raided and taken over by Ghost and has since been replaced with a brand new prison facility on the island. And although this prison is filled with a few little Easter eggs like an interesting calendar on the wall, there's actually something even more mysterious. On a small island off the coast of the prison, you could find a single building with a unique cell inside that seems to have a 24-hour security on it. Our question is, who or what exactly is this cell holding and why? There are pretty much zero clues as to who's in here. Maybe it's Chaos Agent and he was captured rather than eliminated, meaning Midas just took his helmet. It makes sense, he does have a variant with no helmet, so that's interesting. Other than that, with this cell being completely empty, there are no clues whatsoever as to who or what was in here. Here's where things get crazy. In one of the cells in the actual prison building, someone has broken out, and a calendar on the wall gives us clues as to who was in here. If you look closely at the calendar, you can align the days and dates to realize that this is March 2020 right on the wall. Going even further, you can see that the period between the 25th of March and 31st of March is highlighted. What exactly happened between the 25th and ended on the 31st? We know everything. Guess what? The Oro skin was in the item shop introduced at the beginning and gone at the end. At this point, it just can't be a coincidence. It seems to fit perfectly into our theory for that. But what exactly is Top 5 Gaming's theory? Well, we found something not a single person is talking about, and we think it cracks the storyline entirely. Midas's collection. A massive unsolved mystery is what exactly the helmets and the golden statues in Midas's office actually are. When it comes down to it, the real question is, are these statues even real, or are they replicas? It wouldn't make sense for Midas to just randomly have replicas in his office for no reason, which makes it more likely that he touched the agents and turned them to gold when they discovered his true plans. Except this is contradicted by the fact that Agent Peely could be seen in Midas's office peeking out from behind the painting. Not to mention the fact that Midas already has a Lynx helmet on his wall, and yet she's there as a statue too. How does that work? That isn't the only thing in Midas' office which is essential to the storyline, because we had a gut feeling and asked the leaker Lucas7Yoshi to send us the files for this book that you could spot in the background of Midas' lobby. What we got back was very, very interesting. If you look at this book, you could spot the Doomsday device drawn on the left page, but on the right page we have a drawing of a storm. It's not the Ego logo, we double checked that. And finally, right next to the storm is a drawing of Oro's pickaxe. This book right here is solid proof that Midas indeed had Oro as a prisoner at the Shark and was draining his powers for himself. With that, he's also using Oro's pickaxe as a way to wield the power of the storm and use it to power the Doomsday device. It's a solid theory that has concrete evidence, but it still leaves a massive question. What happens now that Chaos Agent, the leader of Shadow, is now a trophy? The Successor. So let's assume these statues in Midas' room are real, which means that Chaos Agent has officially been taken out of the picture, because either he's been captured at the Shark or he is gone entirely. It begs the question, who is the new leader of Shadow now that he's gone? A few theories we have are pretty common sense. You can either assume that Brutus would take over, considering how much he looks up to Chaos Agent and even has the same logo as him. Or you could guess that Toxin would be the one to take his place, although Epic doesn't seem to like reusing characters from older seasons, so... My best guess is that Midas is now the leader of Shadow. Sound confusing? Trust me, I know. Midas is only the leader of Ghost as a cover-up for his real plans, and maybe he's also the secret leader of Shadow, but no one knows. Okay, don't call me a nerd, but if you like Star Wars, you know how the Emperor is like secretly a Sith in the Star Wars prequels and he pulled all the strings for the Clone Wars? Yeah, Midas could be just like that, but if it seems that Chaos Agent is gone, that begs yet another question. The Forgotten Legion. If you watched our early storyline videos, we focused heavily on a sludge army that was being built up at an alarming rate, which you could even spot in Chaos Agent's loading screen. So if it's right there in game, then why haven't we seen the army yet? Well, if Chaos Agent has prepared them, then the real question is whether we will ever see them again or not. Either they've chosen a side between Ghost and Shadow, or they're gone completely. Or maybe they're an extra thing to worry about during the live event, maybe they'll reappear as bots like the henchmen around the map, who knows, either way, where they are right now remains a mystery. But speaking of the live event, Doomsday hatches. A pretty simple mystery that has yet to be uncovered is the purpose behind the 5 Doomsday hatches in the waters surrounding the agency. Yes, we know that they are connected to the device in Midas' office and that they're linked to the live event, but what exactly are they? Well, there's a few ideas floating around the internet, with some saying they could be missile silos or bunkers for each member of the agency. However, we personally think they'll either be used to shoot something into the sky during the live event, or they're going to use the power of Oro's pickaxe to suck in the energy of the storm. These hatches are connected to the Doomsday device below, and we know they might be used for storm power as they're glowing purple, but who knows? But here's the thing, the agency isn't the only location on the map which might have links to the live event. The Hidden Fortress. One of the biggest unsolved mysteries of the entire first 2 seasons of Chapter 2 is the redacted location on the map. Just near the snowy mountains, there's a bunker that has remained tightly sealed for 2 whole seasons. Going to this bunker reveals that the actual name of the POI is redacted, meaning it's top secret. The sheer size of the place along with the name being redacted isn't what separates it from the other secret bunkers we've had for, well, years. If you look at Chaos Agent's old loading screen with the Sludge Army on it, you'll see him watching this bunker very closely. The answer we're looking for is why? I know this is a huge twist, but it's possible that this location could be home to neither Ghost or Shadow, but in fact something different, a secret third organization. The Spy. There's a leaked outfit in the files which more people definitely need to be talking about. Introducing the Spy. No, not that one, this one. We know next to nothing about this guy, and yet he has a mysterious logo on his arm. We don't know what this logo is or what organization it belongs to, but it being paired with his name, the Spy, makes me feel like something much bigger is happening here. The things that just been bothering me is that the Spy isn't the only mysterious unreleased outfit, however, as the Meowscles loading screen will show you. Target_01. In the bottom left corner of Meowscles' loading screen, you're gonna see a silhouette of a figure. They look either like a male version of Lynx or possibly someone else entirely. Either way, we have yet to know for certain who Target_01 truly is. Are they a part of the third organization, or are they somehow related to Lynx? I'd say time will tell, but there are still so many mysteries that remain unsolved after months. But now it's time to dig into the biggest unsolved mystery of Chapter 2. The 7. Where has the 7 gone? Ever since they disappeared through the rifts during the end event, you can even spot them flying away, we have had radio silence from the 7 visitors. To me, it was natural to assume their storyline was over, but in Chapter 2 Season 2's cinematic trailer, you can actually see tree carvings, which are questionable to say the least. You can see the helmet of a visitor here, but it looks like one we haven't seen before. Kinda looks like a mix between the scientist and the paradigm, or it could just be the paradigm, kinda hard to tell. What we know for sure is that someone's trying to figure out who the other 4 visitors are and what these carvings mean. Other than that, the whereabouts of the 7 during Chapter 2 are yet to be discovered. Where are they now, and will they take up the challenge of defeating Midas? We only have a few more weeks until time itself tells us.